Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. Joined by Coach Stan Van Gundy and Grant Hill. This is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. So it's Miami now. Here's Wembanyama. Good on the bucket.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
Pass to Lopez. It's stolen by Tatum. And here comes the break. And Irving powers it home.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
The offensive rebound. Irving for three. Knocked loose. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Irving picks him up. To the inside. Here's Edey. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard.
Just an effective shot blocker. Lopez using all of that 7 feet, and he does a great job of picking his spots.
How about Paolo Banchero, Coach? What a special talent. The first overall pick back in 2022, and then the Rookie of the Year.
Well, Brian, he's not just a scorer. He's a 6'10" playmaker, and getting that out of someone who plays on the front line and can also play as a small ball 5, Banchero's versatility makes him very valuable.
And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul. On defense, the visiting team. 4-point game.
Yeah, total focus from Shea there. Ready to go off the feed.
Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebounded by Lopez.
That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one back.
And they doubled up Irving. It's picked off. Outside Irving. George with the block.
Yeah, rejecting the try there. George firing up his guys.
Takes the three. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Unloads. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Lopez with the steal. And here's the fast break. George left side. Pass to Irving. The rebound by Edey. And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for Miami. Snatched up. Tatum. Off target at the rim. Fast break. Here we go. And that one drops.
Yeah, when you make your mid-range shots, you force your opponents to adjust.
Well, look, he's got the link to get that shot off regardless of how the defense plays.
Irving for three. Oh, he can't sink it. He's 0 for 3. Tatum slams it in.
We don't always get to see this from Tatum, adding a sizzle to the steak.
Outside for Irving. And he hits it to tie the game.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Here's Tatum. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. So Miami going with almost an entirely new group here. Miami shooting their first free throw this game. You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken, but that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Irving for three. Offensive rebound. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Yeah, terrific follow-through from Wembanyama, proving he has a good head on his shoulders.
And it's Lopez with the jam.
Oh, man, talk about hang time. What a wicked double clutch finish.
Hey, when you have that kind of space, you're allowed to get fancy. He gets it in there.
All too easy for Wembanyama. He feels like no one can defend him inside.
Tipped away. Oh, George with a steal. And the jam by George.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Albuquerque out in front. They lead by one. Stay with us now as we get set to... Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Albuquerque.
Wow, those early blocks are key. They are intimidating their opponents and making them hesitate.
And great defensive pressure so far, forcing the offense to make mistakes and taking the ball away. Excellent use of his physical gifts, goes up strong and captures the board.
And that one good.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the three ball.
And so it's Irving with it. He brings it up for Albuquerque. They trail by one. Stolen by Booker. And he lobs it up top. There's the steal. Knocked away to the middle. Turner. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Yeah, the passing has only gotten better from Embiid. It adds a huge element to his game.
Pass to Gay. The teardrop. And he takes it up and lays it in.
They keep capturing the lead and giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
It's stolen by Irving. Here's Tatum. 14 feet away. And it's Irving missing.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Lopez with the steal. And here they come. Outside for Booker. And again, no good by Miami. On offense, here's Albuquerque. Here's DeRozan. Second chance shot. Pass to Thurman. Tatum with it. 4 on the clock. Oh, misses the dunk.
Trying to show off for the fans and give them their money's worth, just couldn't finish.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far from Miami.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
There's a minute 54 left in the second period. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Irving picks him up. Gilgeous-Alexander, no good. Pulls it from the corner. Jump shot is good. Irving's got his first 2 points.
Well, that's probably not the shot they were looking for, but hey, when it goes in, everybody's happy.
The shot by Wembanyama, no good.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
And Grant, I know you played a part in Embiid's decision to join Team USA.
Yeah, B.A., I spent a lot of time talking to Joel Embiid and convincing him to play for us in the U.S. men's national team.
Here's Irving. They get it again. Kicks it to DeRozan. Goes back up. Here's the second effort. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
Miami trails by 6. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
And Wembanyama gets it to go.
But this is what everyone wants to see Wembanyama doing. Dominating on the inside.
On the wing, Irving. What a terrific move that is. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Three-pointer. Launches a three. And that one's good. Irving for 3. Irving's got 5 points.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Irving for 3. Rebound Miami. There's 18 seconds left to play in the first half. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Shea with a step. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Defenders just clearing out, and Gilgeous-Alexander came in with a purpose.
Screen by Embiid. Irving fires. Good! Without a second to spare.
Oh, you gotta have some real nerves to hit that shot.
What poise, what focus. That's an impressive shot.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Albuquerque leading by 4. Fires for 3. And it's Irving with a rebound. And Brown has got the ball here for Miami. Pass to Irving. Here's Edey. Shoots over Tatum. It's hauled in by Thurman. Here's the 3. The putback. Ooh, nasty putback from Embiid.
And that's the hunger that Embiid plays with. Just gobbles up the miss and goes back up for the score.
The 3 is up. And it's Albuquerque with a rebound.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Irving.
Well, a risky pass there. And if you ask me, they're lucky that the defense didn't steal out.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. The rebound by Edey. Miami trails by 6. Tatum feeling it out a bit. No good from outside. Trying to get something going here in the half court.
Yeah, that's where they've been struggling to execute.
Here's Irving. Outside, Brown. And again, no good by Miami. Albuquerque leading by 6. Over a minute and a half now into this third quarter action. Oh, book it! Embiid, a triple.
And we know Embiid has this kind of touch from deep. Nice triple.
And Greg Popovich has called timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Miami trails by 9. And he commits the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
On defense, the visiting team. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 9. Wembanyama. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. Miami shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
And with the 8-foot wingspan of Wembanyama, it feels like he releases the ball halfway to the bucket.
Albuquerque calls timeout. Albuquerque calls timeout.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, they just have to be more patient. Less forcing and more passing.
Two minutes gone in this third quarter now. Booker surveying the floor. Just 5 to shoot. Fader on the way. Here's Embiid. And he drew the blocking foul. So he'll go to the line to shoot a pair.
He's one of the most well-rounded players in the game. Embiid is also a top-notch trash talker, too. I mean, he knows how to get under the skin of his opponents.
Albuquerque calls timeout. Both shots good from the stripe.
To have a big who's great at the line, such a plus.
And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for Miami. Here's Wembanyama. Wow, that wiry strength of Wembanyama.
The defense gives Shea all their attention, and that leaves another guy open and ready to score.
Booker for 3. That shot off the mark.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kickability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
Here's Embiid. The kick to Tatum. Jacks up at 3. And again, it's Albuquerque missing. Miami trails by 4. Wembanyama with it. Now guarded by Booker. And Wembanyama gets it to go.
A 6'6" playmaker. SGA has a great view of the floor.
A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Booker for 3. Rebounded by Lopez. And that's an intentional foul.
Very personal foul. 13 foul.
And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
Substitution on the play.
So it's Miami now. 2-point game. Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective, taking it right to the defense.
For three, Booker. Duncan. It's good on the putback.
Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity. If you can, use up the clock en route to the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock.
Fires from deep. Can't hit that one. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. Albuquerque out in front, up by 2. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final. And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. So it's Miami now, trailing by 2. Here's Tatum. Oh, look out! Tatum takes off!
Yeah, once Tatum sees a gap, he is gone. Off and running.
Wembanyama, no good. Now Tatum. Pass to Booker. That's tipped. And Booker throws it down.
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Now Lopez, defended by Brown. And here's Irving. Clock at 6. Kicks it to George. Pass to Wembanyama. Blocked! And it's Miami's ball. The lead is 2. Here's Booker with the drive. And Booker with the jam.
Awfully tough play to defend. When you honor the roller, Booker just takes advantage. There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. Pass to Tatum. And they'll get another chance.
Yeah, this is something we might see Banchero work on. Improving his ability to knock away shots. It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
Here's Irving. George left side. Back to Wembanyama. The big man, Wemby for 2.
Zero rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing you want to happen.
And Greg Popovich has called timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Miami, a chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Greg Popovich's huddle. Coach telling their team, this is a tight one. We need full effort defensively, 1 or 2 stops, and we will win this game. A coach preaching defense, a familiar tune.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Gay right side. Lopez with it. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Lopez can't hit.
Well, I know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. High flying Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oh, obviously Gilgeous-Alexander has the will to win. What a relentless effort. Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this season.
Here's Marion. Not going to go that time. Ooh, nice D from George. To tie it up. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow.
Read the eyes of the ball handler, and Gilgeous-Alexander able to get a hand up in time.
Wembanyama screen. And Irving powers it home.
Come on, B.A. Emphatic slam from a player who does it better than most.
Oh, defense optional when the freight train is coming.
Well, if you give up that lane that easily, you got to expect he's going to attack the rim with some force. Oh, come on. You cannot let that happen in this situation.
Brad, they'd love to milk the clock here.
No question. They're in a great situation right here.
First team foul.
40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Marion.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.